heritage and legacy is very, very important, especially for us as chefs. That's why now I would like to talk about, I would say, one of the most globally known food products, pizza. So, as I said, history is very important, especially for us. Heritage is also very important. But history and heritage doesn't mean re-innovation or recreation. Especially as a pizzaiolo in the past, you had to work in very, very harsh environment. It was hot. It was a job actually people don't want to do, same as a chef. And this is the reason why I would like to invite Franco Pepe here on stage from Restaurant Pepe in Grani in Italy, who was also the winner last year of the Best Chef Pizza Award. Franco, welcome on stage.
Ciao, buongiorno. Ciao.
Thank you very much. So, as Franco speaks just Italian, or I'm too weak to speak Italian, so the stage is yours. You show what you do on a daily basis. I'm very excited because I find it very, very fascinating, how you reshaped the way of how a pizza is going to be done, and also you invented a completely new kitchen system in your kitchen based on the kitchen system chefs usually run. So, thank you very much, Franco.
Grazie.
Stage is yours. Thank you.
Grazie. Buongiorno a tutti.
Good morning, everybody.
Mi dispiace che non riesco a interagire con voi in inglese per essere un po'
English,
più, per avere
in order to have
un'esposizione di quello che vado a fare
a more
in modo
direct
giusto.
presentation of what I'm going to do.
E quindi oggi la mia lezione,
So today
con la mia lezione ho voluto portare un mio pensiero, un pensiero legato
would like to present you a thought
all'evoluzione della pizza. Oggi
that I
parlare
have about
di
the
tecniche di
evolution
evoluzione
of
della
pizza.
pizza
Nowadays,
bisogna
talking
fare
about
molta
the
attenzione perché
evolution in
per
the
il
technique
pizzaiolo
of the pizza
elaborare la tradizione
is important because for a pizzaiolo
nella
to
pizza
elaborate
e garantendo
tradition in
l'identità della
the
pizza
product,
non è
guaranteeing the
facile,
identity of the
perché la
pizza
pizza
is
deve rimanere
not
comunque
easy
un
because
piatto
pizza
unico,
has to remain a
un
single
piatto
dish,
popolare.
a popular
Oggi
dish.
il mondo della pizza attraversa un
Today,
momento molto
the world of
importante e
pizza,
a volte pure di confusione. Quindi per me era
is going through a
importante
very
portare un concetto di
important
semplicità
and very
attraverso
confounding moment
l'innovazione,
at the
alcune
same time.
tecniche
So
semplici che noi oggi
it's
abbiamo
important for us
in
to
cucina, ma
explain
soprattutto
some
la
innovation
cucina
in the
applicata
technique,
alla
a simple
pizzeria.
technique that we have in the kitchen, but especially for the kitchen
Io
applied to
sinceramente dico
the
sempre
pizzeria.
che ad una pizza
I always say
c'è
that
tanta confusione
there is a lot of
e a volte
confusion around the product
si cerca
pizza,
aiuto nell'alta cucina e quindi
because many times we go to the hot cuisine to find help, but we mix up a bit things. So I always say
da
that
uno
pizza,
chef per un pizzaiolo preferisco un piatto dello chef.
instead of a pizza
Quindi
prepared from
io
a chef, I prefer a dish prepared from a chef, not a pizza
perché il
prepared
mio
by a chef.
concetto è
I'm
come
going to show you
cambiato
some slide because I
il
would like to
pizzaiolo e
explain
come è
how
cambiato il
the
concetto di
pizzaiolo
pizzeria.
has been changing and the concept of pizzeria has been changing in the last few years.
L'identità della pizzeria
The identity
negli anni
the pizzeria
70-80
in the
era nella
70s and
figura fisica
80s
del pizzaiolo.
was linked to the
Infatti,
physical
le pizzerie in
person, to
quegli
the
anni
pizzaiolo as a
avevano il
person.
nome del pizzaiolo, si
And
chiamavano
that's
da
why they
Stefano,
were
da
called
Mario,
Stefanos,
da
Marios,
Michele. E quindi
Micheles,
la
etc.
figura fisica
So
del pizzaiolo
the
garantiva
physical
anche
idea
il
of the
prodotto.
pizzaiolo was a guarantee
E a
for the
volte se
product
non
as
c'era
well.
il
And
pizzaiolo si
sometimes
poteva pensare la
there
pizza non era
was
buona.
no
Io quando ho
pizzaiolo, we
iniziato il
may think
percorso
that
di
the
Pepe in
pizza
Grani,
was not
dopo
so
aver
good.
fatto un lungo percorso di formazione
When
con
I
mio
arrived
padre,
in Pepe in Grani, my
nel
restaurant,
2012
after
inizio
a
una
long
formazione
period
diversa.
of training with my
Quindi
father, in
la,
2012 I started a different
una
training
formazione
journey,
diversa soprattutto sulla
especially
formazione,
from the
quindi
point of view
scomponendo
of
questa
training.
figura. Una
Which means
formazione
decomposing
che
this
mi
figure of the
permette
pizzaiolo.
di
A training
scomporre
that
la figura
helps
del
me
pizzaiolo e quindi lavorare su un
to
concetto di
decompose
team.
the
E quindi
figure of the
attraverso
pizzaiolo
questi
and
trasmettere dei
starting
saperi
working
io
on a
vado
concept
a
of a
creare
team.
il
So,
team, quindi
transmitting
l'identità della
all my
pizzeria
experience,
non
I
è
can change and shift the identity of the pizzeria from the physical person of the pizzaiolo and going towards the dish as the focal point of the pizzeria. So, making training on the team, I transferred this physical figure to the dish. So the team in the pizzeria, if compared to the past, is made of the kitchen. Before there was no kitchen, the pizzaiolo simply prepared a disc and prepared the pizza without any transformation of raw materials. So I divided with the bench, the oven and the past. This last one is made of a figure that has to have the ability to complete the pizza after the oven with all the raw materials that are not baked in the oven. Because all the raw materials go to the oven at 400 centigrade, but then there are other raw materials that are put on the pizza, and they have to have the competencies to deal with these raw materials. So I have 400 customers each evening, and so these passes are the guarantee for me to deliver the pizza on the table of our customers. So what's important is the evolution of tradition. This is a sentence of Marco Haim, which means that all that today is tradition is used to be updated today. So tradition is put into discussion because only with the innovation techniques today I can deliver a different product. We have an electrical oven, so there is a lot of innovation in my journey, in my way of making pizza. So only through innovation we can achieve evolution in the product of, especially in my pizza. During the last few years, during the last 10 years, in Pepe and Grani, I wanted people to understand that I've always been reasoning on tradition, on simple things, trying to elaborate the old pizza, the ancient pizzas, because we have to change things without forgetting the tradition. So the marinara, tomato, oil and garlic, I have changed with the ritrovata. We have the different textures of tomatoes, desalation of capers and olives and fried bases. So a different concept with kitchen techniques applied to the pizza, to the pizzeria. The margherita, in order to be able to stress the flavor of the pomodoro riccio, a kind of tomato, I put it in a cold reduction after baking in the oven, and I changed it in the margherita sbagliata, which is the wrong margherita. So decomposing the margherita, a pizza in which there are very few elements at our disposal, we have to be very careful and be able to touch a pizza which is known from Campania, from the region Campania to the world, has been a very ambitious project. Today we are going to talk about the Capricciosa. The Capricciosa in the 70s and 80s was the most consumed pizza, together with the Quattro Stagioni. Today this is no longer so, because there are many different pizzas, many different ingredients, so we see that very few people ask for this pizza. But this pizza in the past was conceived as the aquarelle pizza, because the pizzaiolo put on the pizza with anything he had on his bench. You know, he composed all the different ingredients, the different materials on the pizza, all together on the pizza and then into the oven. However, I started thinking about how to give a new dignity to this pizza, which is no longer a bestseller, and trying to update the recipe. So I started thinking that some raw materials that are used on the capricciosa, like for example the artichokes, the mushrooms, it was called aquarelle pizza because there were many different ingredients put on the pizza and then put into the oven. But this is an open electric wave. The baking is takes 60-90 seconds at 400 degrees, and with all these ingredients that have a lot of water within themselves, the olives, for example, have a certain quantity of water. Tomatoes have 95% approximately water inside it. Then we have the dough with 75% of water. Mozzarella has 58% of water inside it. So in order to rebalance all these ingredients for our taste, I decided to separate these ingredients because they have a different cooking time in the oven. So it's impossible in 60 to 90 seconds to cook all these ingredients in the right way. So my idea was transforming those ingredients, and I'm going to show you how the capricciosa in the past
era un disco pasta.
There was a dough disc
dove noi sopra mettevamo
the pizzaiolo
pomodoro,
used to place tomato sauce,
mozzarella, vedete?
Mozzarella, a lot of water within these ingredients.
Prosciutto cotto, perciò si chiamava pizza acquerello negli anni 70.
That's why it was called aquarelle pizza, because the ingredients were very varied and
era la creatività del pizzaiolo.
It was based on the fantasy and the creativity of the pizzaiolo. That's why we talk about the capriccio, the fantasy, the creation of the pizzaiolo. Today we have to put some rules. I called it the capriccio rule because I want to give some rules to this revisitation of the old capricciosa. So, artichokes, mushrooms, we already put the anchovies, olives, capers. In my opinion, they made very huge mistakes with basil and oregano. I think that we have to reason about it because these spices are not to be put into the oven because they are burnt and they lose all their flavors, all the taste. So we add some olive oil. This is the classical 70s and 80s capricciosa. This is an electrical oven, as I said before. Today the electric oven is the ideal alternative to the wooden oven. We work below 500 degrees in the classical Napolitan pizza. We talk about 450, 500 grades. Around 2 minutes for baking the pizza. So I started working on a concept to understand the ingredients, the high temperature and cooking times. Today this technology allows us to be able to prepare our product in any place because it's not easy to express ourselves in any place with a wooden oven. This is the classical capricciosa, as I said before, and now we're going to show you how I decided to approach this recipe in a different way, considering the excessive humidity, the excessive quantity of water within the different ingredients, in order for me to be able to give a different taste to my customers. It's almost ready. So here we perfectly see that the recipe was based on the idea of putting everything on the dough disc and put it into the oven. So you can see that there is an excessive quantity of water because the cooking times are those. And as you can see, there is a lot of water on the pizza. So, what did I do? I thought about giving a new interpretation to this kind of pizza, considering the humidity, the quantity of water within the different ingredients like tomato, mozzarella, etc. And I started using some dehydration techniques in order to rebalance the capricciosa. I'm going to show you, we do not have the right times, enough time to give you to make the demonstration here, but we have a video that speaks about how to make the capricciosa in the 1780s and what we are going to the pizza we're going to finish with.
questa è
So,
la nuova interpretazione
this is the new interpretation
con concetti molto semplici.
with very simple concepts. What have we been doing?
A lavorare in cucina,
We have been working in the
il
kitchen,
pomodoro,
dehydrating
l'oliva, il
tomato,
cappero,
olives,
in tempi
capers
diversi,
in different times.
perché per una sfoglia di pomodoro
Because for
noi
tomato,
lavoriamo durante la nottata, mettiamo con
we
temperatura
work
molto
during the
bassa,
night
50-55
with low
gradi,
temperature,
per ore, riusciamo a avere una
50-55
sfoglia di pomodoro.
centigrades
Diciamo su 70 gradi andiamo a
for
disolare
5-6 hours. We
l'oliva
can
o il
have
cappero. Quindi applichiamo delle
laminated
semplici
tomato,
di cucina
and
applicate alla
so
pizzeria.
we
E quindi
use the
sulla pizza, come avete
dehydrated
visto, io vado a
olives and
inserire solo
capers.
la mozzarella,
So on the dough, I only put mozzarella, as you saw in the video,
prosciutto cotto,
ham,
e carciofini.
and artichokes
Tenuti sott'olio. Questi
in
sono
oil.
carciofini di pestum.
These are pestum artichokes,
E quindi noi evitiamo di
a
mettere
bit
il
of oil,
pomodoro come base, ma
so we avoid
utilizziamo la
putting
mozzarella,
tomato
una quantità un
on
po'
the
maggiore, in
base.
modo che mantiene
So
anche
we use
la sua
a bit more of
umidità
mozzarella in
che
order
esce
to
del
maintain
pomodoro.
the
E quindi
humidity
cosa
that is lacking from the lack of
mentre la
the
pizza si
tomato
cuoce,
sauce.
parliamo della
While
composizione
the
di
pizza
questa
is cooking,
capricciosa.
I'm going to talk to you about the composition of this capricciosa,
Invece di
in
utilizzare le
which
acciughe,
instead
noi
of using
c'è la colatura di
the
amici.
anchovies, we
Abbiamo
have
trasformato il
the
basilico,
strained anchovies. We transformed the basil
con acqua e ghiaccio abbiamo trasformato
with
in
water and
basilico,
ice.
di basilico.
We
Abbiamo
made a
disgradato l'oliva,
basil reduction. We have
sono
been
andato a
revisiting
friggere il
the olive.
frutto, no? Per dare
I've been frying the mushrooms,
un'attenzione in più a
giving
questo ingrediente che a volte viene
some more
considerato
attention
banale
to this
sulla
ingredient,
capricciosa.
which could
Quindi
be
l'inpanatura,
considered
la
very
frittura
simple
disidratata,
on the
anche il
capricciosa.
cappero, in modo
I
che
dehydrated
quando
also
viene
capers
si
in order
quando arriva al palato esce la
that when
saporità del
it
cappero.
arrives in the mouth, you can
In 60-90
taste
secondi, sapendo che a
the
volte il
salty
cappero, tenendo sott'acqua
sense
per
of
dissolarlo,
capers,
contiene tanta umidità,
because
non abbiamo
the capers, in
quel
order
risultato
to
che a me fa piacere poi al palato
eliminate the
del
salt, the
cliente.
excess
Tra
of salt,
l'altro,
we
a
have to use a lot
volte
of
che cosa può
water.
accadere anche sulla marinara
Many
ritrovata,
times in
il
the
cappero
marinara
nel
ritrovata,
forno c'è dell'umidità e va a
capers
contaminare
in the
pure, a
oven
disturbare il sapore di un
lose
di un
the
pomodoro. E poi
humidity
la
and
sfoglia
can
che noi mettiamo a
influence
50-55
the
gradi
taste
per
of the tomato.
disammazzato,
And then we
gli
have
in modo che questa sfoglia
lamination
quando arriva al
of
palato
the
va a comporre
tomato
sulla
sauce
pizza,
made of
arriva al
Sammarzano
palato ti esce
DOP
tutto il sapore
in
del
order
pomodoro.
to
Quindi
have the
siamo
complete
andati a
taste of
lavorare
tomato when you
questi
put this
ingredienti,
laminated
che è una cosa
sauce
importante da
in
dirvi
your
qual
mouth.
è.
A very important thing to
La pizza
say
quando
is
esce dal
that
forno,
when you
noi la portiamo così a tavola.
take the
Cioè, io cerco la
pizza
collaborazione
from the
del
oven,
cliente,
you
la
have to
creatività del
bring
cliente.
this
Noi a
on
tavola
the table.
presentiamo la pizza
And I
con
want
tutti gli
the
ingredienti
customer
e
to
il
be
cliente
creative. I
decide
present the
come
pizza
se la
with
vuole
all the
condire,
different
se vuole
ingredients,
mettere più
and they
pomodoro.
decide whether they want some more tomato,
La sapidità attraverso i capperi,
the taste through the capers,
il funketto fritto.
the fried mushrooms.
È bellissimo perché i
It's
clienti si
very,
divertono poi a
very good
completarlo.
because the customers enjoy themselves completing the recipe with some
Delle
olive powder,
gocce di
some
colatura
drops
di
of
alici,
strained anchovies,
il basilico,
basil,
l'edizione
basil
di basilico.
reduction, as we saw.
Allora, quando il cliente poi
When
fa
the
questo,
customers
e tu lo
does
partecipi
all this
alla
process and
creazione
he
della pizza che
takes
poi lui
part
va a
into the
gustare,
creation
è
of the
qualcosa di
pizza that
importante.
is
Noi
going to
lo
savor
dobbiamo
is
ogni sera,
something
quando i
important.
clienti
We
chiedono
see it every
acquarello capriccioso,
evening
che
when
perché
the
si devono
customer asks
divertire.
for
Allora,
the
una
acquarello
delle
capriccioso
prime
because
è
they
sempre
want
l'attenzione al
to
cliente,
enjoy
quindi
themselves. So the
coinvolgere il
attention to the
cliente. Io il
customers,
cliente ho cercato
involving
di
the customer is
rispettarlo,
fundamental. I wanted to
nel modo
respect the
giusto, perché
customer
dal
in the right
2012,
way
quando ho
because
iniziato
since
questo percorso,
2012 when I
ho
started
cercato
this
di
journey,
lavorare sul
I they wanted to be working on the product and on the welcoming of customers. A different project, a different pizzeria in which these things are very important for having the time and place to be able to do it. Considering the identity of the pizzeria as popular food, so there is a lot of people. I don't have only 60 customers. We can welcome 400 customers per day. So I want you to think about it. Here's Valentin. Sorry, I didn't introduce him to yourself. There is a team of 43 young person. Then you will save us some fried pizza, and they are going to welcome 400 people in the restaurant. So they have to be working on this concept of simple pizza. We have to provide quality and quantity. It's been my objective, which has been achievable because apart from transmitting your knowledge, you transmit something more, because working in order for the customer to be satisfied of a product during its evolution, but staying in its simplicity without changing completely the concept of the pizzeria and the pizza is very important for me, and it's the basis of my journey. So always respect for the customer, because my journey is based on this respect for this customer. A very important product made in a certain way. Today we are proud of maintaining the functional menu in which we have been working with the university. Last year we have been cooperating with an NGO working for cancer, and they are guaranteeing 7 pizzas with its seal. So the idea is not only good or not good, but also healthy. So respect for the customer, for the product, and especially for the welcoming. I've been diversifying in my pizzeria. There are many different places in order to be able to savor pizza in a different place. I would like to finish with a video summarizing my offer with the location, which is very important to be able to say to the customer that you in Pepe and Grani you can live an experience. My idea is not selling pizzas. I want to sell experiences. So you will be seeing different rooms, and we have Authentica, which is the authentic pizzeria with 8 places with a pizza oven where I tell the pizza to my customers during the whole night. This is a very important thing in order for us to be able to change and adapt to the customer needs.
Grazie.
Thanks.
Grazie. Io vi
Thank you very
ringrazio
much.
per l'attenzione,
I
per
thank you for your
dare
attention
una piccola mia idea su come si può
and
avere una
for
trasformazione,
giving me the opportunity to
un'evoluzione
explain
in
my
pizzeria,
idea of
mantenendo
evolution
sempre
in
le proprie
the
radici, la
pizzeria,
propria identità. Grazie.
maintaining always
Grazie.
our roots and our identity. Thank you very much.
Franco, what should I say? You know, Italy is, at least for me, about emotions. There's so many emotions inside, also in this video. And there's something very unique about pizza. I just said it behind the stage, the smell. If you go in a pizza place, it should smell like here right now. Unbelievable. I saw the pizza. I would love to try it, but we weren't brave enough in the backstage to take a bite. But we all have the possibility to experience some of your products during the lunch break. So I'm really looking forward. And Franco, and also to you, thank you very much to be here. It was an honor. Thank you.
Grazie a tutti.